Hi and welcome to another tasting video, and we're in Galicia, northwest Spain, and specifically we're in the denominación de origen known as Ribeiro. To taste this wine, de Mateo Quintas, this comes from a winery called Atlantic Galician Wineries, which is the brainchild of a man called Benedetto Carcieri. Now Benedetto is half Italian, half Galician, and he worked for many years on the commercial side, selling wines specifically from the Ribeiro denominación around Spain. And like lots of us who work in wine, I think he always harboured that love, that idea that perhaps one day he would make his own wines. And he's turned that dream into a reality with the Atlantic Galician Wineries project. It's a kind of flying winemaker's idea. In other words, a winemaker who makes wines in lots of different regions. In this case, those regions are all within Galicia, and Benedetto and Atlantic Galician Wineries are making wines in Ribeira Sacra. Remember the wonderful, very steeply terraced vineyards in Ribeira Sacra on the slopes of the Minho and Sil rivers. He's also making an Albarino in Rias Baixas on the coast, where Albarino, of course, is the most famous white variety. And here in Denominación de Origen Ribeiro. Now, Ribeiro is an inland denominación. It's just inland east of Rias Baixas, just around the city of Ourense in Galicia. And it's had a winemaking tradition that stretches back for centuries. And it's also very, very famous for its traditional native white varieties, particularly varieties like Treixadura, Torrontés or Godello, which are the three white varieties which go into this white wine, de Mateo Quintas 2020 vintage. So we're going to crack it open and give it a taste. So de Mateo Quintas 2020, a blend of Treixadura, Torrontés and Godello. And the grapes are all grown in vineyards on the steeply terraced slopes in the Avia river valley, which is the valley that runs just north of the city of Ourense in Galicia. So the grapes are manually harvested, brought into the vineyard, and then fermented separately in separate stainless steel tanks. So the Treixadura, the Torrontés and the Godello in three separate tanks. And once fermentation is complete, the wine is then left to settle and clarify naturally over the winter months before it's blended together and bottled to make de Mateo Quintas 2020. It's delicious straw yellow in colour, the lovely steely, like mineral nose with a sort of notes of green apple and pear as well. Slightly more herbaceous notes on the palate, but still with those apple, pear, almost lime notes going on as well. This is this would be a very good alternative for all of you Sauvignon Blanc lovers out there who are perhaps looking for alternatives, for interesting Spanish alternatives. If you've tried a Verdejo, for example, you've tried a white Garnacha, you've tried an Albarino, this is something different. This is a blend, it's a white blend, but it's got lots of the notes in there that you're going to recognize, but it's taking you also to some new places, some new very specific Spanish places, which I think you'll enjoy. In terms of food combinations, this would go well, like lots of Galician wines, this would go very, very well with all kinds of fish and seafood. I'm thinking particularly of things like mussels, clams, razor clams, all of that wonderful seafood that we get in that particular part of northwest Spain. So give it a try. De Mateo's Quintas 2020. Remember, a blend of traditional Ribeiro varieties, Treixadura, Torrontés, Godello. Cheers. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye-bye.